Hey, I'm Coach Micheal Burt, the Super Coach, and back finally with a new edition of Super Coach weekly podcast. I have work to do. I've been on the road so much that, man, I've been out of studio. I've been out of Tennessee. I'm back today. I just finished Monster Producer at the Lodge, and I wanted to bring you a new episode of Super Coach on my top 3 strategies on how I activate and reactivate my fire. I'm Coach Micheal Burt, and you're watching Super Coach.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Micheal Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Welcome to Super Coach. I'm Coach Micheal Burt. I'm out here at the beautiful Lodge. If you've never spent time with me at this Lodge, you got to do it. And it's going to play into our discussion today because today in my Monster Producer course, I taught really how to activate and reactivate the prey drive. And I started off this morning's session with, I have been doing what I do for 28 years. Maybe longer, maybe 29 years, 15 years old, maybe 30 years. I started at 15 coaching basketball. I will be 45 years old next Tuesday on the 17th of August. And I was just thinking, man, how do I keep going? How do I keep showing up? What strategies do I use to activate and reactivate the prey drive and reactivate my fire for competition, for pursuing a target, for not checking out? And I like to listen, as you guys know, I like to listen to Jimmy Evans in the morning. And I've been listening to a lot of Jimmy Evans talks about financial blessings, about God and money, about money and marriage. And he was talking this morning in one of his sermons about how the government invented the concept of retirement. In 1935. It was invented, I think, in Germany in the late 1800s, 1880s. It's nowhere in the Bible. It was created by the government. The government sat down and said, man, you need to retire at 65 years old. And since then, most Americans have said, I'm going to work my whole life so one day I can retire. And I can check out, and I can play golf, and I can not have this pressure. Well, my buddy Tim Grover says pressure is a privilege. See, we all want to alleviate the pressure. But what if I told you that pressure is necessary to reach your potential? What if I told you that pressure and competition is necessary to reactivate your drive? What if I told you that there's 3 reasons people pass away at the end of their lives? They run out of money, they run out of love, and they run out of purpose. They run out of purpose, man. They don't get up and have something to pursue. They don't have an ambition. They don't have a dream. And if they do have a dream, they don't have the ability to see that dream through to its conclusion. I'm constantly teaching my salespeople, take an idea, see it through to its conclusion. Take an idea and follow through to its conclusion. Take an idea and bring a person to a decision. Right? The word decide means to kill something off. So today we're going to get into Super Coach. What are 3 big strategies that I use when I am activating and reactivating my drive? People say to me, how do you keep doing it, man? How do you not let disappointment knock you down? How do you not let life knock the shit out of you? How do you just get up every day and do them freaking videos? That's what people ask me. And I'm just like you, man. My son was up all night. He's teething, so his molars are coming in. He's 1 year old, and he was up all night. Probably slept 2 or 3 hours. I missed my morning workout at Rockbox this morning, but I scheduled it for 5 o'clock this afternoon because I'm getting it in, man. I committed to it. I'm getting it in. And so I'm just like you. I go to bed tired, and I wake up hungry. Now, some people go to bed tired, and they wake up complacent. They go to bed tired, and they wake up well-fed. They go to bed tired, and they wake up satisfied. Ed Milet talks about blissful discontentment. Gratefulness. I'm grateful for the life I have, but there's still an edge. There's still a fight. There's still a game. There's still a competition. There's still There's still a hunger and desire to play at another level. And that is what you have to activate and reactivate every day. So what happens is, man, we get excited about something. That excitement is the activation of the prey drive. And this book is coming out February of 2022. I think it'll be up on Amazon for pre-sale as early as next Monday. But it'll be out in February of 2022. I'll start a major campaign on Flip the Switch. And in the book I go into, the prey drive can be activated by seeing something. People ask me about this lodge. This lodge activates my prey drive. The sheer size of it, the beauty of it, just pulling in the driveway and seeing it activates and reactivates my prey drive. That's one way I reactivate my prey drive. Make money, work the selling system, generate excess cash from the business, pour that excess cash into real estate. That inspires me, that I use. My next strategy with this lodge is to literally generate $250,000 a year with the lodge through renting it, through business events, through, retreats that people come to, through different things, right? But that activates, the passive income activates my prey drive. Activates my prey drive to put somebody in charge of the lodge, activates my prey drive to get a website up, activates my prey drive to put it out to the marketplace, activates my prey drive to pull in $250,000 a year. So prey drive is activated when we see something with the eyes and we get started. I'm going to get down. I'm going to get lean. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to make phone calls, right? The prey drive is activated. So we start out of the gates strong. We got good intentions. We get going. We then listen to our feelings. And our feelings lead us wrong a lot. Okay? They lead us into believing we don't have to do the work. They lead us into believing, oh, it'll be okay if you take it easy. They lead us into believing, well, that'll be too hard. They lead us into believing, man, fear, disappointment, anger, frustration. These feelings begin to overtake us, and they actually drown out that prey drive that we want to go do something. And so then, because of our feelings, we get out of a rhythm. See, not going to work out this morning got me out of a rhythm, so I got to go get it in this afternoon, right? Like being up all night, listen to my feelings. I'm tired. I can't make it through the workout. Activated my prey drive. Look, I'm booking it. I go online, I book it, right? And that activates the prey drive. So what happens is we get out of a rhythm. We get off the wagon. We eat the wrong foods. We don't follow the eating plan. We don't go to class. We don't go to places. And what happens is that prey drive starts to drown out. It's like, here we go. We're just going through the motions. We're just doing the bare minimum. We are gradually settling to a place of mediocrity. That's what the word complacency means. Anybody wake up this morning and say, man, I want to gradually settle? Nobody says they're going to do it, but millions of people will do it today. Gradually settle. Had a guy here, Cameron Whitaker, who is in Monster Producer, brings his whole team every single month. And he said some of his team members asked him, can't we just watch it on Zoom? And he said, nope. We're getting in our car and we're driving to that lodge, because being in the room with Coach Burt activates the prey drive. Had a young lady drive from Chattanooga this morning. Activates the prey drive. New environments. I'm going to get into the top 3 things, man, that reignite my fire, but I got to show you the problem first. The problem is we get excited, fall off the wagon, we experience guilt. And that guilt is like a nagging. When are we going to get on the diet? When are we going to get in the gym? When are we going to go to the coaching session? When are we going to go to the Monster Nation conference? And we get out of a rhythm. And once we get out of a rhythm, it's so easy. It's like going to church, man. You don't go to church one Sunday, give yourself permission not to go next week. And then 2 weeks, and then it's 3 weeks. Then it's like, we can get it in, right? We can't, listen to what I'm about to tell you, folks. We cannot build momentum by starting and stopping. When I was a basketball coach, man, one way we won games is kill the momentum of the other team. If we stop them 7 times in a game in 3 consecutive stops, that's 21 times in a game. But we did it in consecutive stops of 3. If we did that 21 times in a game, we won like 94% of the time. And I kept trying to figure out why. And it's because you can't build any momentum if you get stopped 3 straight times. I didn't care if they score every 4th possession. Right? We don't want them scoring and then scoring and then scoring. It builds momentum. Well, in life, you're scoring. Boom, win. You're scoring. Boom, win. You're scoring. Boom, win. You're scoring. Boom, win. Well, what happens when you break that rhythm is you don't have any wins. You got losses. You got the memory of failure versus the memory of success. And this is a very important thing for you to know. So we get out of rhythm and we can't build momentum, okay? And then we need something to activate our prey drive. When we come back from the break, I'm going to break down the top 3 ways. There's 5 activators of prey drive. There's 3 phases of prey drive. There's activation, persistence. What we're talking about today, how do you keep doing it? How do you keep doing it? What can you do? What tricks can you play to activate and reactivate your drive? How do you keep doing it? And then there's intensity, which is ferocity toward attacking something. I got a target, I got a goal, I got a game, I got a competition. Boom, I'm going. So when we come back in second segment, I'm going to show you how I reactivate my prey drive after 29 years. I think we figured out 30 years of doing this. 3 decades I've been coaching people. Man, how do I just keep going? How do I keep going? There's 3 things I do. We come back from the break. I'm going to break that down for you. I got my VIP band on. We sold X number of tickets. We're selling a lot of tickets this Monster Nation conference in Nashville, Tennessee. This thing is going to be hot. My good buddy Brad Lee is going to be speaking. Chuck McDowell, Doug Wood, Tia Wood, Brad Parnell, Jeannie Rocket. Listen, Cody Askins, 8% Nation. Folks, if you haven't got your ticket, what are you doing? Because one of my 5 things I'm going to talk about today is how to get in the room. Connections and exposure. That's how you get rich, folks. You get around people who's got money. And then you follow up with those people and solve a problem for them. Welcome back to Super Coach. Folks, every morning I get up, I keep this in my car. This is a all-access VIP pass to my Monster Nation conference. You say, well, why would you come to Nashville? Okay, let me give you some reasons to come to Nashville. What if I told you exposure is an activator of prey drive? Environment is an activator of prey drive. Okay, you're like, well, I've been going to conferences all year. I get it, man. You need a conference in September to help you finish, to build momentum, to build energy, to be in a room with 300 top monster producers, to hear from 8 and 9 figure speakers. The way I'm designing this conference is really unusual, really unique. The way I'm doing the stage, the way I'm doing the breakout sessions, the way I'm doing the entertainment, the way I'm having music, Nashville music in between each presenter. I mean, like, man, it's really something special. So if you hadn't got your Monster Nation tickets, I want you to email in right now, info@coachburt.com, info@coachburt.com. You got to be there, man. You got to be there. If you follow me, and you follow me on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, you got to get in the room with me at the Monster Nation Conference. VIP tickets get 1 full day here at this lodge on Thursday. Private concert with other big players Thursday night. Ashley McBride. It's going to be world class. World class. Okay, that event alone probably cost $100,000 to put that event on. Then you got Friday at the Clementine, women's event Friday afternoon after the conference. Saturday at the Clementine, VIP event at the 505. On Saturday. Man, it's going to be incredible. If you hadn't got your tickets, folks, what are you waiting on? We're doing 2-for-1s, teams, specials, right? Email in info@coachburt.com. I'll put you with one of my sales folks. We'll get a deal put together and get you in the room, okay? Because I can't help you till you get in the room, man. Can't help you till you commit to something. And once you commit, man, I'm not going to let you fail. Now, I promised you 3 things that I do to activate and reactivate my prey drive. And I'm going to use 3. I'm going to show you the 5 activators. These are 5 that I write about in the books coming out February of 2022. There are more activators of prey drive, but these cover a lot of things. Fear is an activator of prey drive. Competition is an activator of prey drive. Exposure to see something is an activator. Environment is an activator. And embarrassment is an activator. These are 5 activators of prey drive. But let me show you specifically the 3 I use to activate and reactivate my prey drive. Okay, and let's start with environment. I change environments. I believe environments matter. I believe that inspirational things happen in inspirational places. I believe in constantly changing environments, and I believe that there's a direct correlation between your prey drive being reactivated and the changing of these environments. Okay, now let me give an example. We have this lodge, 8,000 square feet. I come out here probably once or twice monthly, activates, reactivates my prey drive. We have a condo in Nashville. We just moved up to the 40th floor, panoramic views. Why? Makes me think bigger, activates my prey drive. I'm in downtown Nashville, where the energy is. That's where the greatness factory is going to be. We have a place in Florida. That's a different type of activator of prey drive. I can decompress. I can think and have ideas. It's beautiful. It's greatly manicured down there, right? These things, I was just in Chicago last week. I travel quite a bit, and this inspires me. Inspirational things happen in inspirational places. Some of you live in the same house, go to the same job, take the same route, hang out with the same friends, watch the same TV shows. There's no change of environment. When I go to Chicago and I'm walking around Chicago, down on the river, and man, I'm just looking around and the energy and the sheer volume of Chicago, man, it activates my prey drive. It's like, okay, let's do something big, man. I can see greatness factories everywhere. Okay, I can see a greatness factory right there. I need a greatness factory in, right? What's the purpose of a greatness factory? Reactivates my prey drive, gives me something to design, gives me something to work with, gives me something to play with, gives me, right? Like it's a competition, it's a game. So I use in change of environment. Number two, I use competition. It's a game. Business is sport. It's a game to get to a number. It's a game to try to break through this. It's a game to try to break through a ceiling. It's the game to try to figure out customer acquisition. It's a game to rework and work the business. It's a game, man. It's a competition. It's a game to play. It's a trophy to win, right? Or there's a nemesis. And it's you and the nemesis, and they may not even know that they're a nemesis of yours. It's like, man, that dude's always doing something. He's always ahead of me. You would hear Cardone talk about this, and a lot of things he does is to keep the competition on their heels. Just keep coming out with stuff. Keep pushing. So the competitor feels like they're always on defense versus offense. You want to be the person that's the puncher, not the counter puncher. You want to be the person that's doing it. Okay? That's why I've got so much push to get these greatness factories finished. Man, I want them up and going before somebody else comes out with a concept like this. There's a competition. There's a time stamp. There's an energy. There's an outcome. This activates the prey drive. And if you're telling me, man, I don't have my prey drive right now, I lose it, I get it, then I lose it, it's because you don't have a game to play. You don't have a trophy to win. You don't have a nemesis. You don't, right? Business is not sport enough to you. And you got small goals, man. Your small goals don't motivate you. So number two, way I relight my fire is man, I got a competition. Number three, way I activate and reactivate my prey drive and my fire is through exposure. It's very important. When you are around big people, doing big things, thinking at a bigger level, that is exposure. You see something, right? I remember spending a day with a billionaire. I saw how he worked. I remember going to see a top sales organization. I see how fluid it is. It's a machine. It's like working with a pro for a day. You see something. Exposure activates and reactivates your prey drive, which is why I want to be around big people. Because when I get around big people in great environments, and there's a push for me to be competitive and do something, right? That is a reactivator of my drive. If I'm doing the same thing, same environments, no game to play, right? No exposure to anybody. I'm hearing the same things over and over and over. I'm never getting any diverse thoughts. I'm doing the same things. I get bored. Just remember this, satisfied needs never motivate, only unsatisfied needs. So what happens is, okay, I met that goal, boom, let's get another goal. I hit that goal, boom, let's get another goal. I hit that goal, boom, let's get another goal, right? Grover talks about this in his new book, Winning, man. The greats celebrate for 30 seconds. The average people celebrate for 30 years. They're talking about what they did 10 years ago. They never talk about what the next big win is, right? I always joke and say the night I won a championship, I took the gold ball. There was nowhere to go out in Murfreesboro. Everything was closed down. Took it to Steak and Shake. Had a steak burger. The night I won a championship, I took that big gold ball, set it down right there, and that was my celebration for winning, for 10 years of winning a freaking championship. Woke up the next day, like, all right, now we did that, put it in the trophy case, get the championship ring. What's next? What's the next big thing? What's the next championship ring? So if you're out there and you're watching this today and you're like, man, he's talking to me. What can you do? Number one, you can get your ticket to the friggin' Monster Nation Conference. You can come to Nashville, one of the coolest cities in the world. You can get around and, as we say in our small town, amongst it. You can be right in the middle of the action. You can get down there and see my condo on the 40th floor at the 505, because we're going to be taking a select group of VIPs up to my special unit and overlooking Nashville. You can get on that private jet with me from time to time. You can, right? This moves. I'm moving. Boom, 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 boom. Static, bored, complacent, gradual settling, in a rut, right? Look, man, if you're out there and you watch me and follow me, people would tell you, get in a room with me. That is an activator. That's exposure. That's environment. Okay, I'm going to ignite some kind of prey drive in you to be competitive again, to go get it again, to get excited again, to move towards something again. That is what the Monster Nation will do. So the second part of this prey drive concept that I taught my students this morning was what you're really selling at the end of the day, folks, is you're selling an energy, not selling a product. You're selling a bigger future. You're selling an outcome. You're selling a clarity. You're selling a result. You're selling that I will move the needle in your life. You give me a chance, I'm going to move the needle. I'm going to move the ball down the field. You're going to be in a better position in the future because of doing business with me. I am a person of interest. I have been doing this 30 years. I can move the needle in your life. That is what you're selling. Guys, today I just told you the 3 things I do to reactivate my prey drive. I, just like you, wake up tired, fatigued, but I have certain principles I live by. It all goes to zero at midnight. There comes a time when winter asks what you did all spring and summer, right? It's going to be a fight, but we're going to find a way to win, right? These are principles that I live by. And one of the number one things you can do all day, every day is activate and reactivate the prey drive. I'm Coach Micheal Burt. You can listen to Super Coach anywhere good podcasts are heard. It's under America's Coach. All of my podcasts are under America's Coach. Spotify, well, you name it, all of them. YouTube, you can watch. We're pumping out videos almost every single day, folks. Okay? Get in a room with me. The Monster Producer, the Monster Nation tickets as low as $297, $497. Highest ticket to $2,500, folks, for 3 days with me. So I urge you, I'm begging you, get to Nashville. Get in a room with me. Quit talking about it. Let's start being about it, man. And I promise you, your prey drive will be activated at a freakish level. Okay? I'm Coach Micheal Burt. Today's topic, top 3 ways I relight my fire over and over and over. I'm Coach Micheal Burt. I just finished a session on the explanation of service, and this is such a big concept. It's really a clarifying journey to get clear on what you believe, why you believe it, what you do, why you do it, how you do it different than other people, who you've done it for. It's a game changer. And today I wanted to drive home to my Monster Producer, the Monster Nation, that you don't want to do business with other people that don't believe the same things you do. It will create conflict and heartache in your life. Spend the time on the front end getting clear on what you believe, what they believe, why you believe it, what you do as a result. And know this, you're only looking for people that are looking for you. You don't have to convince and manipulate. Go out into the marketplace, share what you believe, and see who believes it too. That's who you want to do business with.